Hi, I'm Kiran Patankar. I'm President, CEO, and a Director of Maple Gold Mines. Maple is an advanced exploration company focused in Canada, here in Quebec. We've got a 3 million ounce gold project called Douay. We've got a joint venture with our partner Agnico Eagle on the Douay and Joutel gold projects, and we're looking at district scale gold exploration in the heart of the Abitibi. Douay is the flagship. It's the cornerstone in the Douay Joutel JV. It's currently sitting at just over 3 million ounces at just over a gram. That was a resource that was put out in 2022. And there's extensive exploration potential around the district. We control 400 square kilometers with our partner. So there's opportunities for resource expansion near the existing resource. And there's extensive discovery potential across the 400 square kilometer land package. I should also add that our partner contributed a past producing high-grade mine trend called the Eagle Telbel projects, which are underground, and it was forming part of a complex called the Joutel Mining Complex, which is a high-grade past producer, produced over 1 million ounces at just over 6.5 grams, over 20 years between 1974 and 1993. So we've got a lot of elements on a single land package, and all of it straddles the Casa Berardi North and Casa Berardi South Fault, which are principal structures in the Abitibi where major gold deposits, all the major gold deposits are located. It's been an interesting year for Maple. I took on the CEO position in August after the results of the exploration programs really weren't what we had hoped, and certainly what our partner had hoped. I have a background that's both technical and financial capital markets, so I've undertaken a substantial company and project reset, looking at all the empirical data, taking a technically driven, data-driven approach to guiding future exploration. As we said, we've got an ocean of potential here and lots of blue sky with an established resource, so we needed to make use of the existing data to drive better results and better targets. We're about 70% complete with our project reinterpretation and rethink. We've relogged almost 100,000 meters of core out of an endowment of over 250,000, compiled all the data, put it all together. So we're getting ready in terms of catalysts to provide clarity with respect to how the projects are going to move going forward, what the drill targets are looking like based on the data that we're using to guide future efforts, both on the resource expansion and the discovery drilling side. And I anticipate we're going to start long lead time permitting of drill holes for this fall and winter, and the drills are going to resume turning again after a long await later this fall. We are in an area where we engage with our First Nations partners. It's the Picogan First Nations. It's an amazing group to work with. We do take some guidance, of course, from one of the best-in-class operators in the world, and certainly in this region in Agnico. Best practices with respect to First Nations engagement, community engagement. But again, the onus and the responsibility for all mining companies and exploration companies is really to be proactive, to respect the fact that we need a social license to operate, that, and I say this, personally, I'm an engineer, I'm a geological engineer, but I've worked as an environmental engineer for a number of years before, becoming an investment banker and running companies. So having done environmental assessment work, environmental impact assessments, and managed big environmental projects at companies that didn't do things the right way, I think I have firsthand knowledge of how to do it the right way. And again, we're guided by a strong moral compass in terms of making sure we treat every stakeholder with respect. And that includes obviously the external parties, but also includes our own employees, making sure that we're respecting diversity. We've got representation on the board. We're promoting people that haven't been particularly involved in the mining sector and making sure that they're educated with respect to our projects. We also do a lot of local employment, First Nations bands, etc. So we're very engaged, but we do take the lead from our large Big Brother partner that has a great engagement practice. One of the great things about having a joint venture, we're still in the earn-in phase of that joint venture, so we do have partner funding available. We've spent a lot of time, I certainly spent a lot of time since I came on as CEO. In addition to fixing the project, I've right-sized the company in terms of its G&A, its burn, and our operational expenditure at site. So with the current treasury that we have, we reported as of the first quarter in March, it's just about $3 million. With our burn rate, which has been brought down almost 70–80% across the board, we have sufficient cash to last through drilling this fall and some catalysts. So we're funded. We're not expecting to raise additional capital, and look forward to returning good news to the market before we would ever need to come back to it. First, I'd like to thank shareholders for their patience while we undergo this rethink process and reset. It's not an easy task to go take a project and a company and set it on a new path and a new direction. It's entailed a detailed review of the people, the project, the partner, and the current state of the capital markets. Fortunately, I've signed up to do this because I don't know, it's a tough place to be for many people, but I've got a skill set and I've got the drive. I see the potential asymmetric opportunities in not only the resource that we have, but the opportunity with the land package, and again, with a top-tier mining partner. We have a lot of run room ahead of us. We just have to fix what was done, and rather than put lots of news, as I say, we don't drill to put press releases out. We drill to find economic ounces of ore. That's what our shareholders want to see. That's what our partner wants to see, and ultimately we're driving towards that. So we're on the cusp of it. It's been a long process, but we're excited about what's coming in the future.